I'm Roseanne Edenhart-Pepe, and I'm your neighbor. My husband and I live on Lisette Road in Northampton Township. I have taken the unique step of creating this video out of concern for the wellness of this neighborhood and out of the need to gather some support for my unique solution to this concern. So I'll explain. Pennsylvania has a big problem. Last year it was overrun with ticks, and this year it's supposed to be even worse. Pennsylvania has one of the highest levels of Lyme disease and tick-related illnesses in the country. Second highest in the country, in fact. There are a number of tick-borne illnesses that you may not know about, and these are also rising. Illnesses such as babiosis, tularemia, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, ehrlichiosis, human granular anaplasmosis, tick paralysis, Guasen encephalitis, and rickettsiosis. These are illnesses that can affect you and your children. They're especially problematic for individuals who've been challenged by other illnesses or by the aging process in general. With regard to Lyme disease, the number of reported cases is 25 times higher than in 1982 when reporting began. In 2010, Pennsylvania had close to 4,000 cases reported. And with the highest incidence of the disease is located in the southeastern parts of the state. According to the data, Bucks and Montgomery County have some of the highest levels of illness in the state. It's also important to understand that the CDC believes that with accurate reporting, this number could be over 20 times higher. In a recent study in New Jersey, roughly 45% of all nymphal deer ticks carried the spirochetes for Lyme disease. We've got a serious, poorly understood, and currently uncontrolled problem. My husband and I moved to Bucks County from North Carolina 10 years ago. During that time we lived in North Carolina, I contracted and was treated for human granular anaplasmosis, which is also called ehrlichiosis. I was treated 3 different times, each time with increasing intensity and increasing difficulty. This tick-borne illness, which is similar to Lyme disease, is carried by the Lone Star tick, which is how I got the disease, and that tick is also invading Pennsylvania. Our wonderful Airedale, Woody, died from this disease, so your animals can be affected. With each encounter, my symptoms grew worse and worse and more prolonged. Like many Lyme disease victims, I have lifelong symptoms and must be very careful to avoid tick bites. Our answer to this problem in North Carolina was one that many individuals employed. We eliminated the source of the illness by eliminating, and we did that by housing a free-roaming flock of chickens. You can see our property behind us. It's a cloistered property on a cul-de-sac, completely fenced to keep deer and predators out. As one of my neighbors said of her backyard, it is my oasis. It is where I go to relax and feel safe and sheltered. When we arrived at this property, it had been well maintained, but at a cost. It had been heavily sprayed by pesticides, and there were few bugs and few birds. Our maintenance plan has been different. Due to the outstanding chemical sensitivities that I've developed, perhaps as a product of the prolonged treatment I've had, we cannot use chemicals to control insects. We use organic methods and maintain an organic flower and vegetable garden. Not only do we have grass and vegetables, however, but we have an abundance of heavily shaded and wooded area, which, while beautiful, is also a haven for ticks. Of great concern has been the large number of deer and white-footed mice that roam this area, and the ticks that they bring with them. Our closeness to Tyler Park guarantees that constant natural population. In order to protect myself from the threat, as my health can't tolerate another tick-related illness, my husband and I have chosen to enlist the assistance of a tick's natural predator, hens. As we walk into the garden, I want you to see the attractive run and hen house that my husband and I built. It's mostly sheltered from view. In fact, we were standing here before and I bet you didn't even know that the hens were watching us. This run that you see in front of us obeys the setbacks specified in the local ordinances, and it protects the hens from predators. There's no objectionable odor to the hen house, as unlike dogs or cats, hens supply completely usable manure which doesn't have to be carried away at taxpayers' expense by the local trash hauler. The hens sleep in the house at night and are either in the run or free-ranging in our fenced backyard. The hens do not go on other people's properties, but stay in my fenced backyard. And had you not received this video, you would probably not even know they were here. My girls come when I call, and they help me in the garden. They kneel to let me pick them up. When a hen lays an egg, she will occasionally cluck to announce her success. But other than that, hens make relatively little noise. Certainly, they make less mess and less noise than the dogs that I could keep in that same pen. They also make less noise than lawn mowers, weed whackers, leaf blowers, motorcycles, fire trucks, and the Canadian geese that often surround us. Hens don't encourage other pesky creatures as they eat their food source. Children love to come by and see them and learn about the life of the animals that supply them with their food. If hens are sheltered and well protected, they're not a great enticement to other wild animals. Of course, tragedy can strike, but we are vigilant and we try to protect them against that. You see, chickens are tick-eating machines. According to university sources, a single chicken can eat over 200 ticks in a day. In addition, they eat mosquito larvae, pillbugs, slugs, grasshoppers, Japanese beetles, and any number of pests. If you see my hens in the backyard during the day, they are at work eating ticks and fleas, grubs, beetles, and a number of pests that could infest. In addition to the help that my hens supply to us in our garden and our yard, they give us a bounty of organic eggs, free from unwanted additives and pesticides. Studies indicate that they have 1/3 less cholesterol and 2/3 more vitamins than store-bought eggs. They're also far less likely to contain salmonella than store-bought eggs. You can check any of these facts on the FDA website or go to urbanchickens.com or motherearthnews.com and you will see those same facts. You will also see that cities from Los Angeles to Brooklyn to Hopewell, New Jersey are allowing backyard hens on much less acreage than we have here. So I encourage you to do 3 things. First, become familiar with the symptoms of tick-related illnesses mentioned in this video to protect your loved ones. To help you with that, I have also included a pamphlet going through all of the tick-related illnesses and their symptoms, and I encourage you to look carefully at that pamphlet. Acquaint yourself with the benefits of chickens as natural, sustainable, and non-toxic solutions to pest concerns. Stop by and see the Chicken Palace on the cul-de-sac. Call me first, 215-322-5902, or email me at edenrose@aol.com, and I'll give you a guided tour of the Chicken Palace and the grounds. Thanks for listening.